First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Mashiach Yahawashi. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashmar Kadashro tongue. And I said Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles for Akima Akwaf, and I said Shalom. Back out here again, once again, on the highways, the hedges, Chief Blessed Concourse on this August 25th, 2025, on this Monday morning. And as always, we thank the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahawashi, and always for giving us an opportunity, chance to come out here and do so, lifting up the names of Yahweh, Yahawashi, and Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles for Akima Akwaf, and I say Shalom, and to Yahawashi, as always, for campus about the holy angels. We'll be out here teaching on an everyday basis, and right along with the elders and apostles for Akima, week in and week out on an everyday basis as well too. And for them. And this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 2. It says, then thou shalt understand it is a very same time where in the highest was the Heavenly Father Yahweh will begin to visit the war which He made, right? Especially with these earthquakes in diverse places, because you had a 6.3 earthquake over there in the Russian Peninsula. And then you've been having these increasing uptick of high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places. So we're going to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these weather-like conditions. Tornadoes, earthquakes, landslides, floodings, famines, and pestilent plagues, etc. So that's all the routines to increase on an everyday basis. So that's an indicator of the sign right there that He's going to visit this earth and so forth and ever. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, there shall be seen earthquakes upwards through the world. Right, so increasing earthquakes and upwards through the world, we're going to see that continue to increase on a daily basis. This is the book of Psalms 18, verse 7. Just like you've been having those, wait for this to go past. Just like you've been having those recent wildfires for the past month and a half over there in California. And then over there in California and Arizona, they've been having heavy wildfires. And then wildfires have been taking place over there in Spain, over there in Chile, different parts around the world. These volcano eruptions, these wildfires, tornadoes, landslides, and etc. And this is a picture of the Heavenly Father. He's a righteous, boundless power. This is Psalms 18, verse 7. It says, then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundation also of the hills was moved with shaking because of the rock. It says, it says the foundation also in the hills was moved with shaking because of the rock, right? Because of visitation, with the Heavenly Father visiting this earth with these great shakings, with the earthquakes. And this is the prophet Isaiah 28. This is the prophet Isaiah chapter 28. Salakia. This is the prophet Isaiah chapter 28 verse 2. It says, behold, Yahweh thy power has a mighty and a strong one, which is as a tempest of a hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters, shall cast down the earth with their hand. Right, so Yahawashi shall cast down the earth with their mighty hand, with these heavy storms and tempests and floods of mighty waters, and shall cast down the earth with their hand. Right, so Yahweh casts down the earth with their hand. He's casting out the earth with a mighty hand of Him visiting this earth with these heavy storms and tempests. That's only going to continue to increase. So that's the visitation from Yahweh of Israel. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts. Right, so thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storms and tempests and the flaming by fire. Right, so we're going to be seeing heavy thunder, heavy earthquakes, and great storms and tempests and the flaming by fire. So that's the visitation from Yahawashi. And this is the book of Luke 21. It's the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, right? So increasing great earthquakes in diverse places on a daily basis. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And famines and pestilence and fearful sights, great signs shall be in heaven. Right, so increasing modern day famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, and fearful sights of great signs shall be from heaven. And that's what we're seeing on a daily basis, because that's the visitation from Yahweh of hosts. And this is Matthew's 24th chapter, just like Yahawashi spoke about, of these birth pains before He makes a return, especially with these weather-like conditions that Yahweh spoke about from the days of before the youth from the beginning. This is the book of Matthew 24 verse 7. For the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, which goes into Ephesus. And there shall be famines, right? Increasing famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, right? So increasing famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, because that's the visitation from the Heavenly Father visiting this earth now, so more than ever with these weather-like conditions. That's what we're saying. And this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. Yeah, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. It says, behold, saith Yahweh, that I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, destruction. That's what Yahawashi shall bring it. That sword, famine, death, destruction on a daily basis, because you know the Heavenly Father, He's a righteous, boundless, just, and power. And the Wadi Yahawashi shall. And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus. That Psalms 18 verse 7 goes right along with that Ecclesiastes 39 verse 29. And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 verse 29. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these created for vengeance, right? So fire, hail, famine and death, all these created for vengeance. So the Heavenly Father is going to bring that increase in famine, increase in hail, increase in fire. Because all these were created for vengeance, because you know the Heavenly Father, He's a righteous, just, and power. Because the definition of wrath, which is angry. So the Heavenly Father, He's a righteous, boundless, just, and power. So He's going to visit this earth with these sword, famine, death, and destruction, these famines and pestilent plagues, earthquakes in diverse places. Of Him visiting this earth now so more than ever, because you know the Heavenly Father, He's a righteous, boundless, just, and power. And Wadi Yahawashi shall. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12 verse 14. It says, for Yahweh to bring every work into judgment, and every secret thing is working good. So the Heavenly Father brings into judgment, whether it's coming to secret, whether it's be good, whether it be evil, because you know He's a righteous, balanced power. Yahawashi shall. Now I'm gonna switch up the topic and bring out that Jeremiah 28 verse 8. And we're out here occupying the prophecies as well too. This is what we're out here sounding the alarm about. And this is Jeremiah. Got the prophet Jeremiah. This is the prophet Jeremiah chapter 28. And Jeremiah 28 verse 7. It says, nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thy ears and in the ears of all people. Right, because He's going to be a prophet unto the nations and unto the children of Israel. Right, just like Jeremiah, the prophets of old when they was on the scene. And this is the Heavenly Father speaking through Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. It says, the prophets that happened before thee and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms, war, evil, and a pestilence. Right, so we're out here prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and a pestilence. Just like Jeremiah and the prophets of old, when they was on the scene, they was prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. And that's what we're doing. We're prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. This is Jeremiah. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 9. It says, the prophet was prophesied peace when the word of the prophet shall come to pass. Then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh shall be sent. Right, so once these prophecies come to pass, then they shall know it's going to come to pass in the field. Just like it says in the book of Ezekiel 33 verse 33. Now if we bring out that Amos, the 3rd chapter, this is what we are sounding alarm about and occupying prophecies about. This is the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 6. It says, shall a shofar be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh has not done it? Right, because the Heavenly Father is going to put the spirit on Esau, Edom, come down with great wrath on all the nations, and He's going to come with great wrath on the children of Israel. And that's that Jeremiah 30 verse 7 comes to full effect. So He's going to bring lawlessness, iniquities, heavy judgments. He's going to visit this earth with these weather-like conditions. This will be out here sounding alarm about. It's like that was happening in ancient times. Now it's happening once again in modern times, because there's no new thing under the sun. You know. This is the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 7. It says, surely Yahweh will do nothing but reveal His secrets unto His servants and prophets. Right, so surely the Heavenly Father will do nothing but reveal His secrets unto His servants and prophets, the children of Israel. Amos chapter 3 verse 8. It says, the lion has roared who will not fear, and Yahweh has spoken who can but prophesy. Right, so the lion has roared, and the Heavenly Father has spoken who can but prophesy in His sight. This is the book of Amos chapter 8 verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Heavenly Father Yahweh, that I will send a famine in a land, not a famine of bread nor thirst of water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Right, so it's going to be a modern day famine of word, because the words of the Heavenly Father is not going to be available more, because it's going to be a famine of word. And it's going to be a famine of lack of bread for lack of water, but the hearing of the words of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. And these are the times we're about to enter into, because it's going to be a time like never before. Amos chapter 8 verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Yahweh, shall not find it. Right, so many shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh, shall not find it, because it's not going to be available no more, because that's what times we're about to enter into. This is the book of Amos 8, verse 13. It says, in that day, in that day shall fair virgin young man face the curse. Right, so in that day shall fair virgin young man face the curse, because the words of Yahweh is not going to be available more, because it's going to be fair virgin young man face the curse for the words of Yahawashi, because the words of Yahawashi is not going to be available more, because it's going to be a family word. But these are the times about intervention. So it's going to be a time like never before. Hey, we're seeing Esau, the wicked, he's coming down with great wrath on all the nations and the children of Israel. We're about to enter in a time like never before. What's that? Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Daniel, the 12th chapter. Matthew 24, verse 21. 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. Revelations 3, verse 10. So these are the times we're about to enter into. So this is what we out here sounding alarm about on an everyday basis, you know. And this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince will stand up for the Jews and people. There shall be a time of trouble since that was your nation. Even to the same time, and at that time, thy people should be delivered, everyone should be found written in the book. Right, so we're going to be entering a time like never before, the time of trouble, because Michael the archangel is going to have to stand up for the children of thy people in these times. And this is Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of earth shall to wake to everlasting life. Some to shame, everlasting contempt, so we're going to be part of the everlasting life. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 3. It says, they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars of heaven and ever. This is the book of Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shall the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Right, so many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. So Daniel, he has sealed the words and sealed the book even to the time of the end. Because what's that? Habakkuk 12, verse 3. For the vision is shed for the appointed time, the end shall speak. Not lie to every wait for it, because your truth come not tarry. Because these prophecies are speaking, the end speaking. That's what we're seeing. So we're seeing that transition of power. As the earth is given to the hands of wicked, we see his rulership is coming to naught. And so we see the end is being manifested. Now, heaven and earth is still going to exist on the planet Earth, but we're going to see the downfall of an end of an age of society of Esau. Edom's kingdom is falling. We're going to see the wicked bird rule coming to naught, because it's going to come down with great wrath on everybody and the children of Israel, because you have a short time to rule. And that's when that Jeremiah 30, verse 7 comes into play as well too. And that's what we see in the end of speaking. These prophecies are about to come to pass, be fulfilled, And this is the book of Jeremiah, right? Since I mentioned that, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Salakia. Yeah, this is the book of Jeremiah. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Jeremiah 30 and verse 2, thus speak the words of Yahweh of Israel, saying, write all these words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. Right, this is the Heavenly Father speaking through Jeremiah, speaking unto the house of Israel, Judah, and Jerusalem. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 3, it says, for lo, the days come, says the Heavenly Father, that I will bring, it says that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. Right, because this is Mizraim, the modern day house of bondage. He said, for lo, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith Yahweh, that I will cause them to return to the land, which I guess that father that shall possess it. Right, because it's going to be a new heavens and new earth, and New Jerusalem going to be established for the children of Israel. And Yahawashi now chapter. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 4. It says, these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel, concerning Judah, right, us the Israelites. From our forefathers and ancestors all unto us the Israelites, Judah and Jerusalem. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 5, it says, for thus saith the Heavenly Father Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and a fear of not a peace. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, it says, ask thee now, see whether a man just bear with child, wherefore do I see every man with his hands of his loins, as a woman travail and turn into faces and turn into paleness. This is Jeremiah chapter Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Right, so it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. Yeah, there's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, so it's going to be a time like that before. Jacob walking past coffin, talking about letting him talk. Hey, it's talking about you, children of Israel. You Israelites, because Esau is going to come down with great wrath on y'all. So, now's that time to wake up and return back to Yahawashi, because Esau's going to come down with great wrath on us Israelites, So, I'm out here talking to you children of Israel, especially you Israelites, Yep, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, right? Because Esau is going to come down with great wrath on his brother Jacob. It says, at last, and we see him, he's bringing those, National Guards and stuff like that. Because Esau, look at you Israelites, especially you Judites, the southern kingdom. And now, of course, the northern kingdom as well, too, but definitely most particularly you Judites, us Israelites. He's going to look at us as enemy number one, you know. Like it says in that, accuser of thy brother. And Esau is accuser of thy brother Jacob, because Esau going to look at his brother Jacob as the problem of society, the cause of doing all the crimes and stuff like that. So, despite the fact Esau, he do crime in this country as well too, but he's going to look at you Israelites as the problem of American society, especially Israelites, you young Israelite men, you know. So this is really talking about y'all while y'all those two Judites walking past golfing. And it's really talking about y'all, because y'all going to be the target. Y'all going to be enemy number one. Us, we're going to be the target. Us Judites, you know. And we're going to be, especially us as well, too, that's teaching this word. But we understand there's nothing they can do against the truth but for the truth. But that's why it's going to be a family word. Because Esau, he going to try to cut everything down. Because it's going to be a family word. Because he's going to look at us as spewing H-A-T-E, if you know what I mean. So, but there's nothing you can do against the truth but for the truth, because the truth is already out, you know. So, hey, so this is a time of Jacob Show that we're about to enter into. So, out on rock side that we be saved out of the time of Jacob Show and the times about to enter into. But definitely, as I was saying, those two Judites, they walked past scoffing young Judites. I guess they was heading towards school or something like that. Hey, Esau is going to be targeting you Israelites, you know, especially you young Israelites. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Right, so we're going to be entering the time of Jacob's trouble, because we are the sons and daughters of Jacob. Now, we understand now the sons and daughters of Jacob is not going to be the only one. It's not going to be the only one that's going to be affected during the time of Jacob's trouble. We're not the only ones that are going to be enemy number one of our time of Jacob's trouble. All the nations of the planet Earth is going to be affected during the time of Jacob's trouble as well, too. Especially heavy over here in North America and around the world as well, too. This is Jeremiah 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Right, so out of our rock side that will be saved out of it during the time of Jacob's trouble, because it's going to be a time like never before. Hey, so you wild bull and that Israelites, you young Judites, you young YNs. Hey, Esau is going to be targeting you. That's why he's sending the National Guard over there in 19 states. So they could deploy Marines and deploy troops in 19 states. He having plans, because he had this plan up for the past couple of weeks, a news article that just came out saying that he wanted to target these areas like Chicago, because Chicago is next potentially. You know, Oakland, California. I believe he was talking about the mayor over there in Baltimore. He said if the mayor of Baltimore doesn't clean up this mess, because I believe you got a Judite mayor over there in Baltimore, last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken, because he was talking about the mayor over there in Baltimore, if she don't clean it up, he said he's going to clean it up. So, hey, Esau is coming down with that great wrath. What's that, Revelation 12, verse 12? Because Esau is coming down with great wrath on you YNs, on you Israelites, northern kingdom and southern kingdom, but especially particularly you Judites. He's going to look at you as enemy number one. That's why he's sending these National Guards, which that's really not going to phase Jake. And then, you know how rebellious Jake is, you know. Even if his life is on the line, you're going to be trying to air them out. You know how Jake is. But, hey, that's just a prime example. Hey, you YNs, you young YN Judites, hey, Esau going to look at you as enemy number one. Just like I reference that movie all the time when I'm coming out here teaching, even though it's a long time ago. Just like that movie, Enemy of the State. Hey, you young Judites, y'all going to be enemy number one. Judites and Israelites, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom men, so-called Black and Latino men, Israelite men. Yeah, hey, y'all gonna be enemy number one, because Esau's gonna come down with great wrath on your Israelites, and that's gonna be part of the time of Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing the time of Jacob's trouble is approaching, and it's gonna come into full effect. So we are definitely the beginning stages of the time of Jacob's trouble. It's gonna come into full effect, you know. So while those young Judites came back scoffing, hey, Esau's gonna come down with great wrath on the Israelites. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, he shall be saved out of it. Right, so out on rock side, right along with the elders and apostles were Akim, out on rock side, that we be saved during the time of their struggle. It's going to come to full effect. We see in the beginning stages of it, it's definitely going to come to be full effect. So out on rock side, that we be saved during the time of their struggle, because it's going to be a time like never before as we enter in those times, as the days progresses on and the signs of these times, Now I'm going to bring out that Matthew 24th chapter. Hey, so you young YNs, Israelites, hey, y'all going to be enemy number one. Because Esau going to look at you as a problem of society. This is Matthew 24. Yeah, this is the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. Yeah. Yeah, this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as not since the beginning of this world to this time that ever shall be. Right, so it's going to be a great tribulation time, nor since the beginning of this time, nor time shall be. So these are the times about to enter into, and that's what we're out here sounding alarm about. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring up that Isaiah, the 51st chapter. Because Israel is a wild bull in the net, Israelites. I think that's Isaiah 51 verse 20, because I haven't brought this out in a long time. Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 51 verse 20. It says, thy sons have faint. They lie in the head of the streets. Yep, they lie in the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net. They are full of fear of Yahawashi. It says, Isaiah 51 verse 20. It says, thy sons, right, thy sons of the Most High,